Tell me what's in there, babe. Chicken feet.
Chicken feet.
And what's in that? The shrimp leg.
Shrimp, everything. Hey you guys, glass of beer. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make my family's world-winning, I said world-winning because I grew up on it. You see, I'm 6'5" up here. I'm going to make this gumbo, you guys. All right, and I'm going to narrate it because I know in our previous cooking shows, it was never narrated. It was just put together and, you know. So I'm going to narrate this because it comes from Louisiana and it's a seafood gumbo that we finna put together here. And the trick is our cannabis oil, our cannabis coconut oil to make the roux. Okay, you guys? So sit back, glass of beer. 1, 2, 3, like and subscribe. Now I want my wife to actually, you know, try to fill in. She gonna fill in the blanks, you guys, with the, we're gonna make the roux first. And one of those reasons making the roux, and the other reasons why we're having to grind this out, because this is cannabis coconut oil. Now the reason why I use cannabis coconut oil, I have a dislocated shoulder, you guys. And sometimes it acts up. So I use cannabis for pretty much medicinal purposes, you know, and so you put your fair amount of oils in there, and the reason why we use coconut oil, you guys, is because it's got a high heat tolerance. So I'm able to fry my vegetables and I'm able to fry all my ingredients in without, you know, the oil actually burning. All right, then we add some flour. All right, now the actual amount of flour that we put in will be post there. But I've been doing this for so long, you guys. You know, I've been doing this for so long, you guys, to where I know how to do this by hand. You know, and it's real simple. Now I'm placing the salt in there, and I'm using Himalaya pink salt while the roux is frying, right? Himalaya. Now, listen, you guys. I season this, but I don't have to season it too much because what I use to break the gravy, you know, it's the same way you make gravy for rice, right? You boil it. But what I'm breaking it with, most people break their gravy with is milk, or they break it with water. But we're breaking it with our stock, the stock that we had from the seafood. We're gonna break this right here. So I'm frying this. Now look here. Just because you don't get it right the first time, you can always go back and add some more. You know what I mean? You know, gumbo is actual juice that I'm gonna put in here for this roux, right? Will actually have most of the seasoning in it. Now I'm gonna turn it around and spin it around so I can get a little bit more darker, you know, and then I'm finna add some onions. Now the reason why I'm adding onions to it right now is I don't know the oil intake, so I'm going to use another oil intake right here because the amount of gumbo we have, you guys, it's a lot. So I have to make different aspects of the roux. Okay, so, and you're saying, well, Mark, well, coconut oil is a solid. So what happens is when you have coconut oil in the refrigerator, it becomes solid. And the reason why we had it in the refrigerator because we infused it with cannabis. So now, since it's about on its way to turn brownish color, it's green now. It's going to turn a brownish color. I need to add some other things to it, right? So now I'm going to add these onions right here into the pot, everything at one time, you guys.
Onion, garlic.
So we got onion, garlic, and ginger at one time. And now, reason why you do this like this is because you need the onions are going to create some extra water. You understand? And fry at the same time. Now, you understand the method that I'm adding is when I add the stock. See, the stock will make it steam up and it'll come to a gravy type. You know? And you guys, don't be ashamed of adding extra oil or extra flour. Okay? You'll see the sausage. Now when it start turning brown at the bottom, you gotta keep scraping the bottom of the pan, man. You know, to keep the flour and from sticking. Now you know how people make gravy, right? I know you guys are used to making gravy. So when I add the stock in, it just, So now I'm gonna add some more aromatics to it. Aromatics keeps a little moist without me having to add more of the basic ingredients, which is the flour and the oil. So another aromatic that I'm adding to it is right here, and it's called bell peppers in all different colors. Now, if you can hear the certain distinctions, the stink. And this is before we even add the roux, you guys. Look at that. This is before we even add the fish stock. Gives a chance for the aromatics to be released. Now, in the fish stock, you guys, I did something different. Okay, because usually that's what you do. I got some gumbo filet. I got some gumbo filet, but I added it to the stock. Now, you usually don't want to you just add it to a particular dish. Because if you don't eat all your gumbo at one time, this gumbo filet will actually make it go bad. So you guys keep that in mind.
Okay.
All right, you guys, here's the fish and chicken stock that we got prepared. Still hot. So I'm gonna put it in this bowl over here, steam it up, right? And then this is gonna make the roux completed with that. All right, you guys. Now you got, this is the initial boil. Now I'm gonna transfer this over to the big pot where the rest of the stock is at. All right, see this? Over here, I'm gonna transfer that. And we're gonna keep everything in place, you guys. I'm not gonna remove nothing, I'm not gonna throw nothing away. But I'm just trying to get to the basic roux right now, okay? So I have to scrape the sediment off the bottom from the fried everything. Now, think about this. If you use garlic, you guys, the older gumbo gets, the better it gets because all the taste and everything leaks into it. Now, if you want to freeze it, I suggest that you don't put your seafood in here. Okay? Don't put your seafood in if you want to freeze it. If you're not going to eat it all at one time, don't put your seafood in because when you warm up the seafood again, it'll make it hard. So only cook the amount of gumbo that you're going to eat. All right, the rest you have to freeze. So if you freeze it, always freeze your seafood and your pre-cooked items. Okay, don't cook them first. Put them in there raw. freeze it, let your roux cool down, and then put it there and then make a bag. All right. Now bag means this, you guys. Means this. Okay, since me and my wife is not gonna eat such a big amount of gumbo, so what we do is we divided our crabs and our shrimp and our scallops into all the seafood, even the crab meat, we divide it up bowl by bowl. We don't cook it because we know we got to reheat it to cook it again. So that's how we do it. You pull that. You need to pull it out. No, this.
Wait, I don't know. See that?
All right, you guys. We just transferred the little that I made the roux out into the major bowl. Okay. Now we're gonna keep this on simmer for a little bit. Now these are some of the ingredients that we put in the roux right here, like the okra. Now a lot of people don't like okra, but we pre-cooked it so it don't mean that slimy taste over there. And the green onions. Well, because you don't want to fry the green onions, you already got the regular onion. You don't want to. That's the reason I put them in last. They usually go in as a garnishment, but in a gumbo sense, you don't want to fry them. You want them to just to fermentate when the boil come up. Okay. Now we're gonna add the sausages, which gives us that lubrication and the spicy grease. Now I always use hot sausages, you guys. You know, and stir it around a little bit. We're not going to overcook this, okay? All right. And last but not least, the pre-cooked okra, you guys. There. Everything is pretty much pre-cooked and warmed. So now, what we're going to do later is we're going to divide it up by putting we're going to set up our packs first, and then whatever we got left over, we're going to eat. So we're going to set up our packs with the crabs and all the seafood. Not cooking it. We're only going to cook what we're going to eat, you guys. Remember, this is a big pot. We're gonna use our air tightener, and we're going to put it in our bags and freeze them. Okay, you guys? So, this is a glass of beer. 1, 2, 3.
What?
Hello, you guys. Glass of beer, 1, 2, 3. Now, what occurs is when we make such a big gumbo dish, what we have to do is separate it because we freeze it. So, because we have to reheat it, we don't cook our seafood that goes into the gumbo. So, what my wife does, Adeline, what she's going to do right now is she's going to separate one bowl, at a time as what we're going to eat in one gumbo. Okay, so you see she's got the shrimp. She picked a crab, and we got some scallops, and also she's going to add some crab meat for texture. You know that crab meat that be in there when you mix it with rice. Yeah. Now this is all for just one bowl. Okay. Now, considering that we made such a big bashel of, and it's just two of us. What it is we take that, and when the roux cools off, we incorporate it with the roux. So while it's sitting there, it gets all the gumbo flavor in it, but it's not cooking. So when we reheat it, it becomes like it's fresh. So this is how we prepare one bowl of gumbo. Okay, you guys? All right, so we're going to do this, and then we're going to eat something. So that's how we do it, you guys, a glass of beer.